recording. Welcome. This is Yoga for Cancer, and I'm Rebecca Leary Saffon. And I've just gone through saying that please to take care of yourself throughout this class and opt out of anything that does not feel good in your body. And I will do my very best to keep us all safe and give us a good experience. So welcome to many newcomers. I'm so happy to see all of you. And again, because we're not in class together, I don't know who's arriving with what complications today. So again, please take good care of yourself. But we will have an enjoyable experience all together. Hang on one second. And there we go. Okay, so let us all take a comfortable seat for our opening breath work. And for most of us, that means sitting up on something, maybe on the edge of a pillow. If you're sitting in a chair, that's fine. Maybe you can have your feet reaching the ground. Yes, good. And allow your eyes to close or take a soft gaze, leaving behind the events of your morning and anything that comes later, and allowing yourself to be fully present in this moment with your body and breath. Begin to notice sensation, the feeling of the ground beneath you, whatever parts are connected to ground, to grounding. Notice the textures around you, maybe the feeling of your clothing against your skin, or the weight of your hands in your lap. Notice light filtering through your eyelids and any sounds you may hear. And then begin to turn your attention more deeply inward to your own breath, just noticing the breath. What are you arriving with today? I have a little cough because I have allergies. It's chronic. I've had it for on and off for months, so I'm well. But noticing your breath, where do you feel the breath first? Is it at the tip of your nose, in your chest or belly? Just allow the breath to become the centerpiece of your attention for the next few minutes. And we are going to work with a balanced breath. It's called samavriti. And so I encourage you to inhale for a count of 4, pause, and then exhale for a count of 4 and pause. You can use your own heartbeat, or maybe you have a ticking clock in your home, or just any arbitrary counting that you can do, trying to balance the breath. If 4 beats is too long or too short for you, then adjust it. Make it 3 or 5. The idea is to have the inhales and the exhales be the same length. And notice the pauses between inhales and exhales. Maybe the pause becomes a count of 2. So inhale 4 or 6, pause 2, exhale for 4 or 6, pause 2, and continue. Stay with your breath. As thoughts and feelings intrude, welcome them and return to your breath. Allow the breath to be comfortable, natural, but balanced. And go ahead and take 3 more breaths. And after the third, just come back into your natural breath, no control. And notice. Notice if you feel any change. We've had some people joining us in progress, and I just want to repeat once again, especially for newcomers, that you must please take good care of yourself in this class. Don't do anything that feels bad. Yoga should not feel bad, ever. It can be challenging, but not bad. All right, let's continue together. We'll inhale and allow your arms to float up, palms up. Exhale and slowly lower the arms. Yes, beautiful. Inhale, arms float. They can go just as high as feels comfortable. And then allow them to gently float down. We're beginning to connect movement and breath. So it takes the whole inhale for arms to come up and the whole exhale for arms to lower. Let's do 2 more. You can move with your own breath speed or follow me. And last one, we'll inhale up. This time as you exhale, lower your right hand and allow your left hand to come up. Now we're going to, actually, let me move back a little bit so you can see me. Okay, so we have one arm down and one arm up. We're going to reach the left hand down towards the right wrist and then slide your hand up the arm across the chest and reach up. And we'll do that 2 more times. Reach down wherever you can touch and gently stroke up the arm across the chest and extend your arm. We'll do it 1 more time. This movement helps to move lymph through the body. And inhale, both arms come up, and then we'll exhale to the other side. Left hand down, right hand is up. And again, the same movement. Draw the hand down and slide up, across, and extend. And again, your arm can be here or wherever feels comfortable for you. Reach to where you can reach, and then slide and open. And 1 more time like this. Yes, beautiful job. And come back to center. I'm just going to move back a little bit. I think it helps you to see me here. Okay. So now we're going to come into a twist, and I'd like you to bend one knee and place your foot on the floor. Maybe I can slide this back. Yes, there we go. Maybe you can see that I have one knee bent and my foot is down. So this is my left leg. So I'd like you to hold on to your leg. Inhale and sit up really tall. And then exhale and turn, looking towards your left shoulder or beyond. Stay for a breath. Inhale, get tall. Exhale and gently twist. 1 more breath. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, twist a little more. And then inhale back to center. And we'll switch sides. So right foot comes onto the floor, knee is up. Holding on to the right leg. Inhale to grow nice and tall. And then exhale and turn, looking towards your shoulder or beyond. Stay here and inhale, get really tall, make space for the twist. And then on the exhale, take your twist. And 1 more breath. And exhale. And inhale, coming back to center. So we're going to be working with eagle arms. We're going to be doing eagle later, so yay. Eagle arms allow us to create a feeling of constriction and then release. And so there are different versions. So we'll start together with the first version. Inhale and open your arms out comfortably. As you exhale, maybe you can bring one arm to your shoulder and the other comes underneath. Give yourself a nice gentle hug, maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Coming back to center, inhale here and then exhale and squeeze in gently, make it comfortable. And then inhale and open wide. Beautiful. We'll exhale, bring the other hand onto your shoulder and the other arm underneath. And again, we'll gently rock. Pause in the center for an inhale. Exhale and squeeze in. Inhale and open wide and release your arms down. And again, I know some of you may not be able to do all of these arm movements, but find a way to adapt it. Maybe one arm comes across by itself. Maybe you bring them in a little bit more gently. Just find a way to get the intention, the feeling of the movement without doing anything that would bring you discomfort, okay? All right, so next version, we'll inhale wide and exhale and just bring your forearms into a cross and then press the backs of your hands together. Yes, good. Inhale here, really feel that pressure. Exhale in place, inhale and open wide, and then do the other arm in front. Make your cross first, and then press backs of hands together. Beautiful. Next, inhale, open wide, and exhale, release. So that's version 2. And then version 3, we'll inhale wide, exhale, bring your left arm over your right and see if you can stack your elbows. And then see if you can grab palms together, or I can hold on to my thumb. That's where I can do what I can do. This may be a big stretch, or it may be too compressive for some people. So try it. If it doesn't feel good, then go back to version 2 or version 1. We'll inhale in place, exhale here, and then inhale and open wide and switch sides, bringing the left arm underneath, right arm on top. And again, and each side may be quite different. One side may work, and the other side you may need a different version. So see what feels best. And inhale, open wide, and exhale, release. And we'll be coming back to this later on in class. Okay, so we're going to move into tabletop position, hands and knees. So please have something underneath your knees to support you. And if it's uncomfortable for you to be on your hands, there are options. You can make fists and have your thumbs in front and put them down. Some people find that supportive. And for other people, using your forearms either on the floor or on top of a sturdy pillow or yoga blocks if you have them can be another option. So coming into your hands and knees position, I have yoga blocks here and I'm going to put my forearms on them. And find a nice, long, straight spine. Inhale here. Exhale and tuck your tail under. Draw your belly in and release your head gently down. As you inhale, think about raising your tail, softening your belly, and allow the crown of the head to come up. Exhale and the tail tucks first, belly lifts, and the head releases. Inhale, tail moves up, belly comes down, and the crown of the head comes up. This is cat-cow. Please continue for a couple more repetitions. And then come back to your neutral spine, long spine, and we'll continue together. Let's extend the right leg long behind you. Toes are down on your mat. Press back, stretching through your foot and ankle. You can even rock a little bit front to back. And then inhale and raise the leg just to hip height. Maybe you stay here. Or maybe you add a reach with the opposite arm. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and replace knee and hand or elbow. And pause. Maybe you shake your tail a little bit side to side. And then we'll extend the left leg, press back, maybe rock a little bit. This is great for cramps in the calves or in the feet. And then on an inhale, raise the leg just to hip height. See how my sacrum is balanced, right? So I'm not lifting my hip. Inhale and reach with the opposite arm. Keep your belly engaged to support your back. And hold here for 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring your knees wide apart and press your hips to your heels and come down into child's pose. Allow your head to rest either on stacked arms, stacked fists, or if you have a pillow or block, you can place it just under your forehead and rest there. Allow the breath to deepen. Breathing into the back body. Long, slow exhales out of your mouth. Big inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, bring yourself back up onto your knees. We're going to move to a knee down lunge sequence. So I have some yoga blocks here for my support. If you have them, you can place them down in front of you. If not, then just work comfortably. Maybe you could even have fingertips on a wall if that's helpful. And let's step the right foot forward. I wish you could see my feet. Let me see if I move a little bit further back. If you can. Nope, still can't. All right, let me see if I slide my chair back. Whoops, there we go. We'll try this, and if not, then we'll just have to imagine. Okay, a little better. So inhale and step your right foot forward and have your knee over your ankle. Make sure that your feet, your knee and your foot are separated, hip distance, so as if you're on railroad tracks instead of a balance beam. And from here, just begin to gently rock forward and back. Finding a little bit of space in the front of your left hip and the back of your right leg. Don't let your knee come past your toes as you rock. And the next time that you come forward, knee over ankle, bring your right hand to your right knee and lift up with the left. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you bring both arms up. Yes. Exhale, lower both your arms in front of you. Bring your palms together. We're going to take the right arm and, as if you're drawing a bow, slide up your other arm, come across your chest, and open into a twist. So you're turning towards your bent knee. Stay for a breath, and then 2 more times. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, slide across and open. Exhale, hands together. Inhale and slide and open. Exhale, hands to the floor or your blocks, and switch sides, stepping the left foot forward. Again, check your alignment, that your knee is over your ankle, and begin to gently rock back and forth. Just finding a little bit of space in the front of the right hip and the back of the left leg. Next time you're coming forward, stay there. Maybe you bring your left hand to your left knee and come up with one or both arms. And again, you can stay at any point along this journey if the next step doesn't feel good to you. Exhale, reach arms out in front of you, palms touching. Inhale, slide your arm up and across your chest and open in a twist towards your bent knee. Exhale and come back, hands in front. Inhale and slide and open. One more time, exhale back and inhale, slide and open. We're going to come up to standing. So take your time and come on up. Now we're going to be working with a balance sequence. So I would like you to have access to something, maybe a wall, maybe the wall will be behind you, or maybe you have a chair or couch that's really stable that you could put your hands on. If you have yoga blocks, grab them now and have one on either side of your mat. Great. So we'll start here. Find your mountain pose, Tadasana. Your feet should be about hip distance apart. I'll turn this a little bit. You can see my whole body and my feet. Kind of. Too much. And there we go. Okay. So feet are about hip distance apart. Bring your hands to the top of your hips and gently rock forward and back. Yes. And find a place that feels balanced between heels and balls of your feet. Maybe you shift a little bit side to side. And again, find that place of balance where you feel as if your feet are fully engaged and that you're not rocking forward or floating too far back. Release your hands down. Reach up through the crown of your head. Nice big breaths here, finding this sense of the mountain pose. No matter how the wind blows, it does not blow over the mountain. The mountain does not yield. Let's inhale together and raise arms up. And exhale, lower them down. And one more like that, arms come out or up. And exhale, lower down. Take a moment now to find a drishti or a focal point, something that's in front of you. Some people like to look down, like towards the floor or at eye level. Some people even like to look up, but find something that is not moving, a spot on your wall. And allow your eyes to rest upon that spot. We're going to work first with palm tree. So spread fingers wide and inhale, gently lift your heels and lift your arms. Exhale and release down. Inhale and come up. Maybe you come a little higher with your feet. And exhale down. And again, you can be doing this sideways at a wall. Okay. This time we'll inhale, maybe arms will come up higher. And exhale down. And we'll do one more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Take a moment to feel really rooted in your space. And again, if you need to turn and use a wall or hand on something for support, please do. Begin to ground down through your left leg. Send roots deep so you'll be supported. And then bend your right knee and lift your heel. We'll turn out here. Maybe you stay here. Or maybe you lift your foot to your calf or thigh, or keep it down at the ankle. Just don't press into your knee. This is your tree pose. Eyes on your focal point. Make sure your breath is flowing. Imagine that you're drawing energy from your roots, and the energy comes, maybe hands come to heart center. Maybe you have one hand at your heart. Keep drawing energy up, breath up. Maybe you can grow branches. Can you be nice and stable in the lower body and soft and buoyant in the upper body? One or two more breaths here. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Bring both feet down. Pause here for a moment. Maybe you're here with one hand. Find your focal point again. Find your breath and begin to root down through the left foot. Lift the right foot. Lift the left heel, bend the left knee and turn out at the hip. Maybe on this foot, you need to stay here. Or maybe you can lift the leg to your calf or thigh, just not your knee. So finding your foot position for this side, feel that sense of grounding. Imagine you're drawing energy up from the roots, up through the center of your body. Maybe branches grow. Can you be rooted and also flexible? One or two more breaths. And then release hands at heart center and bring 2 feet down. Take a moment here, maybe close your eyes or take a soft gaze down towards the floor. And take a moment to reconnect to your breath and reconnect to the sensation of your feet against the ground, balancing on 2 feet. We couldn't always do this. Okay, release this and shake it out. Now we're going to move on to eagle. This is an advanced pose, but there are ways that we can adapt it to make it accessible to most everyone. So when I teach this in class, everybody has blocks. And so we take our blocks and bring them to the outside of our feet, like this. Now, if you do not have blocks, I encourage you to be somewhere where your bottom can touch the wall for support, because that will help you to be upright. If not, and you need to be turned with one hand on the wall, that will work as well. Take a moment wherever you're standing to find your mountain pose once again. Now I'm going to teach you the eagle legs, and then we'll assemble the pose with the arms we learned earlier and the legs. And we do eagle pose for a lot of reasons. It's a great balance pose, great for focus, but it's also really good for moving lymph through your body. We'll squeeze and soak. Squeeze in, and when we open, the lymph flows through the body and helps with immunity. It's good for everyone, and especially, of course, for cancer survivors. We want to move lymph through the body. So, legs. Find your focal point. Maybe fingertips on the wall, maybe your bottom is against the wall. We're going to lift our right leg and just gently cross it over the left. If you have a block, bring the ball of your foot to the block. This is it. These are the legs. You can stay here, feel that squeeze in your upper thighs, or you can bend your back knee, pressing the knee into the knee in front of it, right? So a little more engagement through your inner legs. So pressing in, I'll turn sideways. You can see what I'm doing. So I've stepped one leg over. This is one. And then two is bending. See how I'm taking a bend in the knees and pressing my inner legs together. My spine stays nice and long. And then we come out. Okay, I want to try the other side. And we will cross left over right. Maybe you stay here, squeezing inner thighs together. Or maybe you bend your back knee into the front knee. I have a long spine reaching behind me with my tailbone, squeezing inner legs together. And inhale and come back to center. Okay, so we have the legs, we've learned the arms. So I'm going to help you put it all together. So review for the arms, you can either inhale open wide and take a hug. You can inhale open wide, cross forearms, press backs of hands together, or inhale open wide, stack one elbow over the other, and then grab your thumb or bring your palms together. So those are the three options. And of course, if there's something else that works better for you, please do that instead. But let's stay on the same side. So we'll inhale together, open arms wide, and exhale, bring your left arm on top of your right, whether it's here, here, or here, okay? So left arm is on top. From here, we will bring our left leg crossing over our right, okay? So maybe your ball of foot is coming to a block. Maybe you begin to sit back, bending your knees, long, straight spine. Hold here, or exhale and squeeze in even tighter. My bottom is touching the wall, so I'm very supported. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and then, big release. Here's the eagle flying, right? Okay, beautiful job. Walk in place to release that side, and we'll move to the other side. So inhale, arms open wide. This time we'll have the right arm on top. Maybe you choose this version on this side, so stacked. Right arm is on top, so right leg will cross over, okay? Squeeze thighs together, hold tight onto your shoulders. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you bend your knees, long spine. Reach through the crown of the head, from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Make sure you're stable. I don't want anyone to fall. Stay here, inhale or exhale, and draw everything in towards center. Squeeze in nice and tight, comfortably, of course. And inhale, release it, and let it go. Beautiful, beautiful work with eagle pose. Take a moment to shake out and make your way back down to sit on your mat. So how is everybody? Everybody okay? Can I get some thumbs up? Yes, how did we do with our eagle exploration? Great, thank you. Okay, so we're going to sit back, bring hands behind you if that's comfortable, and let your feet be out in front of you. I'll back up a little so you can see. I have my knees bent, my feet a little bit wide, and I'm just going to gently drop my knees from side to side. Letting go the effort of the eagle practice. Maybe you release one arm and let this be a gentle twist, rocking from side to side. Beautiful. Great. Come back to center, extend your legs out in front of you and just let your feet flop from side to side. Windshield wiper, maybe you bounce your knees ever so gently to release your hips. And please make your way down onto your back. Make sure that you have that blanket or pillow nearby. We'll be using that in a moment. You can feel free to have something small under your head if you need that. And take a moment to find comfort on your back. Maybe you'd like to draw your knees in, one hand on each knee, and rock from side to side. massaging the low back. Take a moment to see if there's anything else that your body needs right now before we move on to a meditation and then to our rest pose, Shavasana. Maybe you'd like to hold one knee in tight and extend the other leg out in wind relieving pose. Make sure you switch sides. Maybe you'd like to take happy baby, holding onto the outsides of your feet, drawing your knees towards your shoulders, and rock from side to side. Maybe a gentle twist on the floor. What does your body need right now? Take another minute to attend, and then we'll continue together. If you're working to one side, make sure you work the other side as well. And begin to wrap up, coming back to center with knees bent, feet on the mat. Now, I would like you to take your pillow or blanket or bolster and bring it underneath your hips. It should be something soft, not a block. But you will have your hips a little bit elevated and your upper back and head on the floor. Let me see if I can show you by backing up here a little bit. I'm going to use this bolster for me, but I'm going to come back up to talk you through the rest of this. So, see, I have my hips on the bolster, and then my upper body is going to be down. My knees stay bent, feet on the mat. Okay, so I hope everyone can find some comfortable position with a little bit of a raise in your hips. Take another moment to set it up. Make sure that you're comfortable. If you've chosen something that's too high, switch it out. Find something that will give you comfort in this position. Great. So knees stay bent, feet on the floor, knees and feet about hip distance apart. You could even walk your feet out a little wider and let your knees drop in towards center and rest against each other, if that's comfortable for you. So take a moment to let go of the physical practice. Let go of eagle and the other balance poses. And allow your body to be heavy. Feel the comfortable support of the earth beneath you, or whatever is your representation of the earth right now. Feel the comforting presence of gravity holding you in place, keeping you from spinning out. Allow your bones to be heavy. With each exhale, sink a little more deeply into the cradle of the support you've chosen. Let your head be heavy, shoulders dropping down towards the floor. Allow your heart to be open, chest is open. Bend your elbows and bring your hands to your low belly. Let the elbows rest on the floor so that you're not holding your arms up, but let your hands rest on the sides or on your low belly. And begin to turn your attention to your breath. Noticing if it feels different from when we started class or during class, during the more effortful portions. Begin to bring your breath into the area of your hands. Breathing in to your belly. Feel your hands move apart as you inhale and gently drop in and towards each other as you exhale. The inhale opens and expands, and the exhale is a full release, sinking again deeper and deeper. Hands on your belly. Allow the belly to receive the breath. Each inhale flows to the low belly, moving your hands apart. Each exhale flows out, your hands drop in. Stay with this belly breath. As thoughts and feelings enter, welcome them, they're allowed. And turn your attention back to your breath. Staying with the focus on the breath in your belly. I heard something this morning that thoughts are like birds. We see them fly near us, but we stop them from making a nest in our minds. So let your thoughts be like birds. They're welcome, but they can't set up a nest in your mind. Stay with your belly breath. Another minute or two. Returning again and again to the breath. And when you're ready, release your hands. Maybe roll to one side and remove the blanket or pillow or bolster. And make your way into a comfortable position to rest. Maybe bring the pillow or bolster under your knees, the blanket to cover you or underneath your head. Maybe you'd like something covering your eyes. What do you need to rest deeply in Shavasana? Releasing through toes and ankles, knees and hips. Belly is soft, heart is open, shoulders relax, arms are heavy, palms open. Release your neck and jaw. Tongue is heavy in the mouth. Eyes are heavy in the sockets. Relax the space between your eyebrows and your forehead. Crown of your head is expansive. Release, relax, and just let go. Teach me how to trust my heart, my mind, my intuition, my inner knowing, the senses of my body, the blessings of my spirit. Teach me to trust these things so that I may enter my sacred space and love beyond my fear, and thus walk in balance with the passing of each glorious sun. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing small movements into fingers and toes. When you feel ready, roll to one side and pause for several breaths. And then pressing into your hands, slowly bring yourself up to sitting, allowing your attention to stay deeply inward for another moment or two. We'll seal our practice with 3 chants of Om, one for breath and one for balance, and one for the community we create when we practice together. If you'd like to join, bringing hands to heart center, we'll inhale together. Om Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me and all of us today for our class.